Hello everybody and welcome to a channel update of sorts. First things first, I have to say a humongous thank you to a subscriber called Jthral Jones. At least I think I'm saying your name right. Jthral Jones. As pretty much everyone will know, I've been having so many problems with my HD PVR2. Well, maybe that's a bit of an understatement. It was becoming essentially useless and completely and utterly unusable. So a subscriber called Jthral Jones decided that he was going to send me a HD PVR. No, he didn't send me a HD PVR. Sent me an Elgato HD 60 to help me out. I don't really know how to thank you enough for that, to be honest, man. I don't really know what to say. I can't believe it, but thank you, man. Seriously, thank you. The HD 60 is a beast in comparison to the PVR2. It's a little bit different. I mean, certain things are a little bit harder to get. Well, to get used to it's a bit harder because the software is totally different. It has a lot of features that the PVR2 didn't have. For a start, it can record full frame 1080p at 60 frames a second, which is pretty damn awesome. Also, unlike the PVR could record the PVR could record on paper. In theory, when the moon's aligned, the PVR could apparently record a digital signal and an analog signal, which meant the PVR could record all your old consoles. It could record SCART, it could record digital like HDMI, DVI, which is interesting because I was told I shouldn't really be using DVI, but apparently the PVR2 could accept a digital signal. Now DVI is digital video interface, that's the whole point, but it didn't work with that. The HD 60 has accepted everything I've thrown at it. I mean, all the footage in this video has been recorded from the HD 60. I've tried my Dreamcast, I've tried my PlayStation 1, I've tried the PC, the PlayStation 4, I've tried the original Xbox, I've used converter boxes. The only converter box it didn't like was my VGA adapter. Now, like I said, that's kind of understandable because it does actually say it's for digital signals only, and VGA is an analog signal. So, you know, it says on the box that it can't use that, so that's fair enough. It also doesn't like my HDMI switch box, which means I can't plug my switch box into it. But again, none of that's a problem because when you actually connect a device to it and you push record, it does it. It records, it comes out, and it comes out fine. So where Hopog were kind of saying is must be something wrong with your computer, I don't know, maybe, but this thing has recorded everything that I've thrown at it. Now, I'm probably going to keep using Shadowplay for the PC, only because Shadowplay, it's so easy with Shadowplay. You just push Control Alt F9, I think it is. Actually, I've changed all my key bindings, but you just push that and it records absolutely everything, no problem at all. And I'm going to use the Elgato for all my consoles because I'm still getting used to the fact that I can plug something into it, I can hit record, and I'm not going through the entire video thinking to myself, oh shit, is it actually recording? It just does. One of the biggest problems I had when I first started using the Elgato is I was using it on maximum video quality because that's what I used on the PVR. Big mistake, because this thing ate my hard drive. I've got a terabyte hard drive, and I think this thing records at, I think it's 60 megabits a second. So whereas files that the PVR would spit out, if it actually ever did, would be about 2-3 gigabytes. This thing was coming out at 15 gigs each. But on the flip side to that, the video quality was insane. Okay, there was so little artifacting on it, it was ridiculous. So what I've done, I've dialed that back down to 20 megabits a second, which is what I use on Shadowplay as well. And I have, what have I done? Yeah, 20 megabits a second on Shadowplay, and that, yes, the PVR2 could only record at 13.5 megabits a second, which was still good. It was still plenty, but like I said, it just didn't do enough. Well, it wasn't reliable enough. So not really sure what I'm going to do with the box. Hopog support have given up. They haven't returned my emails for a while, so I don't know. I can't sell it because it's defective. I can't return it to Amazon because it's been too long. So anyway, long and short, thank you, Jthral James. Thinking of my brother there. Jthral Jones, you are a star. I cannot thank you enough. That is absolutely fantastic, totally unexpected. Thank you. So, in other news, I have a few projects in the works. I uploaded my first multiplayer madness video, and I'm hoping there will be more of these in the future. And as we go on, I kind of did it as an experiment. I'm kind of learning a little bit more with the video editing stuff whenever I get some free time. I don't really get a lot of free time because I'm always making videos. People say to me, don't you get sick of it? And it's like, no, no, I don't get sick of it. If anything, I wish the days were longer so I could do more. But so I'm going to be learning, try and do some, I mean, I'm okay with Sony Vegas. I'm not too bad, but there's so much you can do with it that I want to start exploring. Maybe if I can pick up a few more hours at work, I might take a course in it. I'm thinking about that. But I'm doing a Borderlands 1 multiplayer session with 4 of us. Now that might not come to fruition for a very long time, because getting 4 people synced up and ready to play when we all have different work patterns and things is kind of difficult. But I got the first 2 videos of that. Also, Borderlands is a very long game as well, so but it's a lot of fun. I'm playing that with my brother. My brother has a YouTube channel. My younger brother, he is on here. I will link his channel into the description. I don't want to necessarily put his name out just yet because he is thinking about changing his channel's name, because he's going to be doing like a co-op channel, if that makes sense. With his friend, so by the time this video comes out it might have changed, but he will be linked in the description. He does a lot of Minecraft stuff, and he, in my opinion, maybe a little bit biased, he's pretty good at it, but he does all sorts of games. I also have started another channel with my mate that I used to go to school with. In fact, he's the guy that did my intro video and all that good stuff. Well, not the video, he did the music for it. Now we've started a new channel. It's going to be called the Bit War Veterans. Something we've been talking about for about a year, and we finally got to recording the first half of our first LP. Now again, we don't really get to see each other super often, about once a week to twice a week, because we both, work and all that lot. But it's going to be kind of light-hearted sort of stuff. Basically, we're just going to be LPing games. He was always the Nintendo fanboy, I was always the Sega fanboy, so there's going to be some different stuff on that channel that you wouldn't probably see on my channel alone. So there's always going to be at least us two talking whilst playing, and the first game that we're doing is Banjo-Kazooie. We got the HD remake version for the 360, and we've played about half of that game through, and that's all recorded and ready to go. We just need to get a few more things. Like I say, the channel is actually there, Bit War Veterans, but it's not really ready to go up yet because we don't have thumbnails yet and we don't have like an intro video. But what else? Is that pretty much covered? I'll tell you what, having notes written down makes this kind of stuff a lot easier. Right, so of course, after Resident Evil, we're going to be doing Dino Crisis, and we're going to be doing Dino Crisis on the Dreamcast. Now, I have the Elgato, and I can actually do it. can't use VGA because A, the Elgato doesn't recognise VGA, and B, Dino Crisis isn't actually a VGA game, so it's neither here nor there, but we will be using RGB SCART. I also want to start doing XCOM games. Now, I love XCOM games. They're some of my favourite games of all time from the PC. And I've been waiting for my channel to get a little bit bigger, if it does, and it's starting to get there. And the reason I've been waiting for that is because we're going to need soldiers' names, of course. Jthral Jones will be right up there as well, if he so desires. Now, we're also going to have to rerun Resident Evil 4, because some people may know this, some people may not. Resident Evil 4 was actually remade for the PC about a year ago now, maybe not that long. They completely redid all the textures. It's kind of like a HT Ultra Director's Cut, I think they called it. And it runs in 60 frames a second, all that delicious stuff. So we're going to be rerunning that at some point. And that pretty much covers it up. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks, Jthral, dude. You are a frickin' star. But anyway, till next time, guys. Thanks for watching.